Hi everyone, this is Chris here with Rusco and ViewFlow, giving you a quick rundown of how to program an APV, also known as an automatic purge valve. Programming an APV is actually very simple, and there are only 3 settings in the menu to worry about. You'll notice once you turn on your APV that there's a countdown clock. Once that countdown clock hits 0, the valve will open for however many seconds it's programmed for before closing again and restarting the countdown. As you can see, at the top of the front panel is an indicator telling you when the valve is either in the open or closed position. At the bottom of the panel are 3 buttons that allow you to change the timing of the APV. In order to change the timing settings, you need to hold the set button in for about 3 to 4 seconds. Once you do that, you'll be taken to the menu and you'll notice the first option that pops up says T on. It's with this option that you're able to change the timing for how long the valve's open once it's in the open state. So just like you would on any menu selection, in order to actually access that option, what you need to do is hit that right arrow button next to the set button. And once you do that, on the T on option, you're going to notice 3 sets of numbers, 6 spots in total, where the first 2 are for entering hours, the second 2 are going to be for entering minutes, and the third set of numbers there would be for entering seconds. So in the case of this valve, I'm going to want it to be opened for a total of 12 seconds once it's in the open state. So to do that, I need to arrow all the way over to the third set of numbers, and then in that 5th spot right there, what I need to do is enter a 1, and then I'll arrow over once more, and then in that last spot, I need to arrow up until I see a 2. That means once I set this into place, once the valve is in the open state, it's going to be in that open state for a total of 12 seconds. So to lock in this selection, I need to hit the set button again. That's going to take me back to my main menu screen. From there, if I hit set one more time, you'll notice the option that says T off. That's where I'm going to program how long the valve is in the closed state for when it is in the closed state. So just like before, I'll arrow over to be able to change the setting on this option. And just like before too, you'll notice 3 sets of numbers. The first 2 are going to be for hours, second going to be for minutes, and your third set of numbers is going to be for seconds. In the case of this valve, I'm going to want to change it to be in the closed state for a total of 24 hours. So right now it's scheduled for 12 hours. In order to change this, I need to stay on that first number there, and I'll arrow up until I see a 2. And then once I have a 2 in there, I'm going to arrow over and change that second number to a 4. So that means once I lock this into place, the valve is going to be in the closed state for 24 hours before ultimately opening for 12 seconds, which is what we programmed previously. So to lock this in, I'll hit the set button again. And now if I hit the set button again, once I'm back on the main menu, you'll notice the next option says PONS. It's with this option that you could change whether or not, once you're out of the menu, if the valve starts in the open state or the closed state. So if I arrow over, I'm going to see it either flashing off, or if I arrow up, I'll notice a flashing on. If I have off selected on this screen, that means that once I'm out of the menu, the valve is going to start in the closed state. And in the case of this valve, that means it's going to be closed for 24 hours before opening. If I have the on selection as my pick, that means once I'm out of the menu, the valve is going to start in the open state, and in the case of this valve, it's going to open for 12 seconds before going into that closed state of 24 hours. So just so you can see something happen with this valve, I'm going to select the on option in this particular menu option. So I'll hit set to lock that into place. And if I hit set one more time, the only other menu option says CNT. This will show you exactly how many times the valve has either opened or closed since the last time you viewed the menu. So if I arrow over, it's going to show me that number. In this case, this valve hasn't opened or closed at all since I last was in the menu. So if I hit set one more time, it's going to take me back to the main menu screen. And then once I hit set one more time, we should notice the valve start to open since I programmed it to start in the open state. Basically, it's going to count down from 12 seconds, and then once that 12 seconds is up, it's going to go back into the closed state, and you'll notice that 24-hour countdown clock begin for that. That's basically a rundown of how to program an automatic purge valve. If you have any other questions, give us a call at Rusco at 1-800-345-1033 or ViewFlow at 1-800-833-5171.